Now, with the dozens of sports titles out there like Madden, NHL and of course FIFA, it's fitting to see that a game can come up and produce something a lot better than previous versions, so much so that it matches the game better than any of the others. Now, when NBA 2K11 came out and put Michael Jordan on the front cover, I knew I had to check it out and wonder, could it live up to the great legend? You've got to be a pretty cocky developer to put the big man, Michael Jordan, on the front cover of a basketball game. But thankfully, NBA 2K11 lives up to it as the best basketball game ever. Developed by 2K Sports and released in early October, this sports title has introduced exciting new features, polished the gameplay to a mirror sheen, and acts as a brilliant tribute to the sport. So let's look at the finer details.
Picks him up defensively. A nice shot by Gasol.
It took a long while to get a bucket.
From Kobe, LeBron, Dwayne Wade to Michael Jordan, the game plays as fast as these guys can ball. Jordan's influence allows you to relive some of his most memorable moments in the game, and for fans of NBA's golden age like myself, this is amazing to play through. As well as these great additions, the game still offers improvements over previous 2K titles. In-game atmosphere is superb as ever as it smoothly transitions itself from exciting gameplay moments to awesome dunks, and the in-game culture beats all other sports games hands down. Controls have been streamlined, constant game updates and quick loading times. I mean, there's a lot of work you can see has been put into this. Aside from a couple of robotic movements and certain characters looking like pod people, the visuals in 2K11 are pretty solid. Big time players look spot on, and player movements are realistic as well as the dunks and plays, it all works very well. Part of the best looking features is the atmosphere that this game creates, in and around the court. Reflections on the court, real life managers and substitutes on the side warming up, mascots and the crowd, it all seems really alive and it truly feels like you're watching an awesome basketball game. Menus work well, in-game highlights, and at the end of the game, the man of the match, it's all been done very well, and it's a nice touch. Pumping crowd, sounds of the backboard rattling, and squeaks on the floor all sound genuine. The soundtrack works well, some tracks are a bit old, but fans will feel right at home with the selection. 2K11 also boasts the best commentary scene in games, as they continually give dynamic little insights to the game and refer to courtside analysts. It's all very spot on. The game's coaching and in-game encouragement is very helpful, and it works as the cherry on top with this game's brilliant sporting atmosphere.
Here's Worthy, a strong finish to throw it down.
Apart from the passing seeming a little awkward, everything has been improved here. Shooting, blocking, alley-oops are all easy to coordinate more than ever. Possibly the best improvement is the player AI. Players move as they do in real life. They will anticipate your moves and try and shut you down. Different teams play differently based on how they actually play, and this adds a whole new level of realism to your game. Jordan's mode is fantastic as you'll be able to choose from 10 of his Airness's most memorable plays. You'll face old greats like Magic and others, and they all play as they did at that point in their career. It's a real buzz as you try and get those 60 plus points in a game with Jordan whilst also trying to win. The association mode has been improved, and the team at 2K Sports have done away with all the nonsensical trades and silly managerial tactics. My player hasn't changed much, and it's still a bit of an improvement as you create your own baller and bring him up from the ranks of college to the big league. Mostly die-hard fans will get into this, while other gamers might see it as a whole lot of practice for little reward. In short, it's swifter, more improved, and the best basketball game you'll ever play. This is such an improvement over last year's title. I mean, it really could be the greatest sports game ever created. Sure, there's some little bugs with visuals and passing, but most of all, the gameplay is spectacular. It really honours the game to a great degree. Online is fantastic, it's highly enjoyable, and for any fans of the genre with these new features, you'll become easily obsessed with this game. Now, I'm going to give it a 9.62 out of 10.01, and yeah, Jordan, baby!